What's up, Reefers? And welcome back to another episode of Zoa Tank Boys. And in this episode, we're going to go to Henry's house, do a reef tank update, and I got a special surprise for you guys. Let's go. So here's Henry's 90.3 water box. Now, I don't know if you guys remember way back when, a few months ago, we actually did a video on how we changed the whole entire aquascape, and then we color coordinated some of the Zoa colonies as well as some of the torches that he had. But a lot's changed since then, so we're just gonna dive right into and see some of these changes. So check out this Rockscape. Now, when we did the video back then, we actually had another rock right here, and it had a bunch of Zoas and colonies. He actually took that out of the tank, but we'll show you that later on in the video. But look at that. If you guys see right there, that Lobo colony was like a darker orange, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't even really have much of that green on there, but over time, look how beautiful the colors got. Got some hammers. Got a nice little Zoa colony. Those are
Armor of Gods.
Armor of Gods, right? So Armor of Gods. Now you got some GSP back there. It's flowing.
Yep. I had it mounted on my back wall, and one of my rashes pecked at it, and it ended up dropping, and it landed on in the back wall, cracked into a corner, and it actually grew over a bunch of rocks. So,
wow, look at that. Woohoo, guys, check this out. Look at this Centerina. Where'd you get that Centerina at?
You got it at World War Corals.
Nice. That's so beautiful. All right, we got some livestock. Check out this yellow tang right here. Oh, look at him flare for you.
Super healthy.
Wow, he's thick. Got a colony of hammers here. That is
a
Lobophilia. Oh, look at that Engineer Gobi. He's chilling. And you know, a good tank can't be complete without one of these bad boys. So we got a neon green pink tip torch.
And a dragon soul.
And a dragon soul. Look how vibrant the colors are on this dragon soul. How many heads you got?
There's probably like 5 heads right now.
5 heads. That's crazy. Now, one thing that I enjoy too in tanks is the toadstool leathers. Look at that. Vibrant green with the little white polyps. He's a lot bigger than when you first got him, right?
Yeah, a lot bigger. He's grown like maybe 3 times the size.
Wow, look at that.
And we got my 2 acros there. Habanero Millie.
Wow, look at that. They almost look like they're one.
Mm-hmm. They're growing on top of each other. They're doing really good in crusting.
So you secretly grafted them? I'm just kidding. All right, guys. Just step back so we can take a better look at the tank. How do you get your water so clear?
I'm actually running carbon, bulk Reef Supply carbon in my sump in a filter bag, and that's really helped me out, clear out the water.
Nice, nice. And then what lights are you running?
I'm running 2 Hydra 32s.
Do you know your parameters for lights?
I think I'm running them at 100% all blues.
Nice. That's what we like to do too. A lot of people ask us about our parameters, and typically we like to run them in all blues. Manny sometimes for the 350, he'll do a little white here and there. But for the most part, if you have pretty much mainly softies and LPSs, I mean, blues do just great. I mean, they fluff them out. They're very vibrant, especially if you... What we've seen is whenever we have our mushrooms, our bounce mushrooms closer to the light, they end up exuding more bubbles. So just a little bit about the things that we do in terms of our coral. A lot of people ask about our parameters.
Show them the frag rack.
Oh yeah, let's check out the frag rack. So what we got in the frag rack here?
The frag rack, we have some grafted Monty. We have some GMK, a 4-headed GMK Zoa, which is actually closed up because my lights are about to go out. We have 3 A-cans, different colorations. We have these lemon taser Zoas, I think. I'm not sure what the name of it.
Laser lemons?
Laser lemons, there you go. Mm-hmm. In the very back, we have really colorful orange oxides, and we have a PC Rainbow Acro as well.
Nice, nice. You got yourself fighting conch back there.
He's putting in work right now.
There you go. That's how we keep our sand clean. Now, this isn't the only tank that you have though, right?
Well, this was my tank, my only tank for a while. But we have some plans in the works right now. And I needed to set up my old Lagoon 25 And the goal is right now is to transfer all of my corals over into that tank for the time being, because we're actually going to be tearing this tank apart, and I got a new tank on the way here. So
Nice.
it's in the process of being built.
So do you want to check out the 25 gallon?
Let's go check out the 25. All right, guys, so let's take a look at this. We have my Innovative Marine Lagoon 25. And right now it's super simple. I just set this up about 2 weeks ago. And I did a big water change on my Waterbox 90.3 and dumped all that water into this. I added this rock full of all my zoas that have been growing out like crazy.
That was in your other tank, right?
Which was in my Waterbox 90. And I just added this rock to add some beneficial bacteria plus all the water from the water change in the previous tank, because the goal is to create a frag rack with egg crates, lay out all my corals until I have my new tank set up, built, and ready for corals. And then we'll start swapping everything over little by little.
So this is basically going to be a frag tank for the time being.
For the time being, yes.
And then you'll probably use it for something else later on.
Yeah, I'm gonna set this up nice. This is my man cave, and I really want to do my own Rockscape and give it a beautiful view while we're just kicking it back, chilling with the boys, watching some TV, and we get to enjoy a beautiful reefscape.
Heck yeah, that sounds like a plan. All right, so I'm gonna put on the ice so you can just see the colors of the zoas on the rock zoa garden here. So check that out, guys. So you want to tell them a little story about these Pandoras here? All
right, so on this rock, believe it or not, we actually have maybe 15 different types of zoas growing on it. Actually, on one of my frags that I bought, there was one head of a closed zoa. I never realized what it was until I started learning more about reefing. And I come to find out that they're Pandoras, and I also find out that they're super invasive and love to grow over all your other colonies. And that's exactly what you're looking at right now. If you guys can tell, in between each Pandora zoa, there are different types of zoas. We have, I think they're called Charmanders. Right here towards the back, we have either scrambled eggs or some Super Saiyans. We have also some Fire and Ice. We have on the back, we have some Bob Marleys. And pretty much the only thing you could really tell is the Pandoras from the infestation that they've caused. But other than that, they look really cool. It fills up a lot of space, and I think it's a nice, centerpiece for this lagoon. Yeah, so definitely be wary when it comes to Pandoras, Halle Berries, or if you guys notice from my tank, I have a lot of Captain Jerks. So any of those fast-growing zoas, you want to keep them separate from your zoa garden, because they will overtake your zoas and suffocate them from any light that they're receiving. So if you are wanting to keep any of these, maybe to start a small little rock in your tank separate from everything else, so they'll just encrust all over that rock, that's perfectly fine. But definitely be careful when it comes to getting them and putting them in your zoa gardens. Correct. Check out this bad boy right here. My beautiful purple monster colony. I actually bought it with one head, and look how amazing it's grown out.
Got some hornets here.
Yeah, some red
some
hornets.
Sweet tarts.
We got some Daisy Dukes that are closing up because my lights are about to go out.
Yep, and then I see some magicians in the background.
Yeah, we got some magicians. We got these purple zoas as well that I don't even know the name of.
So as you guys can see, he has tons of different variety of zoas, but all you really mainly see are the Pandoras themselves. So definitely be wary where you place these types of zoas, because they will take over your tank. All right, so here's a top down of the 25. So what are your plans to do with these zoas that are kind of trapped in these Halle Berries or Pandoras?
Well, the main goal right now is to just section them off here in this tank. I'm gonna be putting an egg crate right here, turn it into a frag rack. And as I said, I'm gonna be pulling out all my corals out of my Waterbox 90.3 to place it in here temporarily, because I want to just pick out everything little by little, especially my zoas. Try to cut off and frag as many heads of all my other zoas, which aren't Pandoras, as possible, so I don't have the same infestation in my new tank.
Yeah, so some things that we couldn't see, he's got some candy canes here, and then he's got some, those are dragon eyes, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. And we got the Bob Marleys. We got two little Illuminati heads that are being suffocated by a Pandora.
But you can kind of peek from the top that all the other zoas are trying to get as much light as they can by peeking in between the Pandoras.
Right.
Yeah, these guys are crazy quick growers. So I always say proceed with caution if you're gonna put them inside of a zoa garden.
Just make sure you don't get any Pandoras at all. That's my recommendation to you.
So he got him by accident, but
right. It started off with one head on one frag that was closed when I first bought it. So I didn't even know what type of zoa it was at the time. And here we are, a year and a half later.
Yeah, tons of growth. It's crazy. So it's gonna be pretty cool to kind of see the steps on how he's gonna be transitioning these corals and bringing them into this tank while he gets his other tank, his new tank set up. But I want to take a look at the 90.3 water box one more time so we can kind of talk about what's in the cabinets. All right, so back to the 90.3. One thing I want you guys to notice is that you guys can see those cardinals. One of the cool things about having cardinals or any background swimming fish is that they just bring a lot of movement to the tank and things don't look so stagnant. So like obviously you have the corals that are going to be very fixed in place. It's always good to have some background fish so that things are constantly moving. As you can see, they just bring life to the tank. But we're going to check what's underneath the hood. So let's go open them up. All right, so what you work with down here?
All right. Right now we have a 25 or 26 gallon sump. We have an octo skimmer running at full potential right now.
Oh yeah,
skimming out real nice.
Skimming.
Yep, taking out those nasty stuff.
Running. I see some lights glowing right there. What is that?
This light glowing right here?
Yeah.
That's actually my ATO. This is an ATO reservoir right here for my RODI water. And it's just really convenient having an ATO and not having to top off the tank every single day. I'm running some filter cups with some poly pads, running carbon in one of the filter cups to get my water really clear. And I'm running a Vectra S2 return pump.
And then I see some Ecotech.
Yep.
Nice.
We got two MP10s running. I have them on anti-sync to get that perfect wave movement that I was trying to capture. And we have just a constant speed on my Vectra S2 for my return pump.
Yeah, that's one thing I wanted you guys to see. So check out the movement of the surface of the water. He's got a constant break up top, and you can kind of see the waves.
It's pulsing.
Pulsing, yeah.
If you were to give it a little step back, you could probably get a better view.
Check that out. It's like perfect. Wow. I definitely need to work on that. As you guys know from the beginning of the episode, I told you that there's gonna be a surprise. It's been a long time coming. I've been looking for a tank for the longest. And guess what, guys? We're looking at my new tank.
Check it out.
So, like I told you guys earlier, he's setting up to do his new tank and he's transferring everything from this tank to the 25 gallon so that he can start setting up water and stuff like that for his new tank.
Right.
So with that being said, you guys are gonna see a little bit of the series of him starting off his new tank as well as me starting off my new tank. So I'm excited, I cannot wait. I've been looking for the longest to get a larger tank and decided to give me a great deal on this tank. And it's gonna be coming home with me soon, and we're gonna do a new addition in the household. I cannot wait, and I bet he can't wait for his tank too. So yeah, so it's gonna be amazing. Can't wait for this new addition. And guess what?
All I gotta say is this. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Comment down below if you wanna see what's coming up next. And make sure you stay tuned because what's about to come to this channel is nothing but pure fire content. What's coming is gonna be unbelievable. Just stay tuned.
So before we end this episode, I'm actually gonna show you a sneak peek of what we had to do to kind of get some of this done. Check it out. All right, guys. So you know we can't end this video without shouting one of you guys out. So
Make sure, if you guys want to get shouted out as well, comment down below. Let us know what your favorite part of the video was, and let us know how excited you are for the channel. Just comment down below.
all right, guys. Until next time, Zoa Tank Boys out.